we're at Comic-Con with Bruce Campbell and Lucy Lawless from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Very excited to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Mini Xena reunion, I know.
Excited to be part of your hero complex.
Well, that's a very
Why do you have a hero complex?
I was going to ask you the same thing. I feel like that's
crap,
pretty
we're
good for Ash.
Now. Ash is a hero with complex issues. He's an anti-hero, actually, Ash. He's the non-hero. And when we find him now, 30 years later, he's a way non-hero.
He's a heroic schlemiel.
He's a, yes, mostly schlemiel. That's a hard word to say.
Schlemiel?
Schlemiel.
A heroic schlemiel.
And the world is relying on him.
Yet again.
To defeat the evil.
And yet he still has, he's still working at the checkout center and he lives in a trailer. He saved the world how many times and he's still kind of just
Well, look, he is human
by.
after all. He has no superpowers. So he's been hiding from responsibility for all these years and made a fateful mistake one night, and now he's opened the Pandora's box, if you will, and he's got to try and put it back, and it's not going to be easy, under the best of circumstances.
And let's be real, your character throughout the Evil Dead franchise dealt with some truly horrific things. I mean, blood, guts, possession, demons, doppelgangers, everything.
Yeah.
How is Ash remotely sane when we pick up now?
He's not. He's a vet. He's like a veteran who's been through a couple of battles, a couple skirmishes. So he's definitely damaged goods, and that's what attracts me to it. I don't like characters that are too perfect. What are you going to do with them? That's my only problem with some superheroes, is that they're too perfect. They're too...
It's boring, yeah.
Batman fighting Superman? To me, that's, sorry, Warner Brothers, it's just a mistake. It's a mistake, because most fans are going to go, baloney. Superman, like, in his sleep.
But now he has special armor.
Batman does?
Oh, yeah, it's the whole thing.
Well, he's going to need it. He's fighting Superman. Well, his face is exposed. Punch Ben Affleck in the face. You're done. Walk away. What's for lunch?
It's like, no, not the face.
Not the face. Not the face.
It's Boy Scout versus billionaire, basically.
Hey, nice try. I'm not buying what they're selling. Because, okay, kryptonite. Well, who's carrying around kryptonite? Only Lex Luthor.
Suit, hello.
Batman's suit is made out of kryptonite?
Probably.
What a crock.
Kryptonite underpants.
Where's he going to get it? On the internet?
You can get anything on the internet.
Yeah, you can. Kryptonite pants.
So you're not buying what they're selling, so why should people buy what Ash is selling?
Because everyone on this planet is Ash in some way. Everyone's made stupid mistakes. Everyone's wasted their life to some degree. Everyone's lied. Everyone's cheated and stolen just a little bit. Everyone's failed in some way. That's your hero. When they look at Ash, they go, that's me. That's the key reason.
Do you think, okay.
I've done a lot of research on this. Most of it anecdotal.
Most of it anecdotal.
Yes.
And Lucy, what about your character? We met her finally in the trailer last night. What can we say about her background? She looks like she also knows a thing or two about the Evil Dead.
She thinks she knows a thing or two.
She thinks she knows. Her name is Ruby Noby, which means that she has a long history with the Evil Dead and Ash, because her father was the guardian of the Necronomicon originally, Professor Noby. Yeah. And she's been brewing a massive carbuncle of rage and obsession.
She's going to blame her crappy childhood on Ash, and that's a mistake. It's just a mistake.
She's looking for payback.
Maybe he deserves it, though.
Ruby is a very confused character. She thinks she knows what's going on. She's going to learn the truth. She thinks Ash is responsible for this. Well, guess what? He is. But that's not the point. The point is Ash is not a bad guy. He's a stupid guy. He's not a bad guy. So she's going to learn that she needs him, I think.
And let's talk about another important element if you're going to extend Sam Raimi's work in this franchise.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. It's an extension.
Blood.
What about it?
You got to have blood.
Yeah.
How much blood did you have on set, and were you both?
Buckets of blood, buckets of blood.
This is unrated.
Oh, really? No rating right now?
Starz has no rating.
Oh, perfect.
Starz has no content restrictions, and this is one of the, and I'm being dead serious here, this is one of the main reasons why we went with Starz. Because we would talk to them about various things when we were meeting the various suitors who wanted to consider doing the show. And there were a few. And one of the key questions was, what's your deal creatively, you know, what's your relationship with filmmakers creatively, and what are your content restrictions. And if you take Evil Dead, that concept does not want to be restricted. The first 2 movies have no rating. Army of Darkness we had to because it was for a studio. You know, we had talking skeletons. That shouldn't have even had an R, as far as I'm concerned. But they work best in an environment where you are not under any restrictions whatsoever, and Starz has provided that for us. And it's really a great sandbox to play in, when you don't have to worry about saying boo-boo words or, oh, let's do another take where it's a little cleaner, or, you know.
Is that your studio voice?
That's the guys that talk like that. Studio executives all talk like that.
Well, what did they say when you sat with them, you met with them, like, hey, you know Evil Dead? Like, yeah. We want to do this. Like, no, absolutely not. What was the big thing that they said no to?
They haven't.
Not a thing yet.
Not
No,
yet?
they haven't.
Before
No.
you went, I meant before you went to Starz. Was everyone like, you can do this, and this, but not that?
Yes, you can't. The level of violence you couldn't have, the extent of the gore you couldn't have, character traits they'd force Ash into be an upstanding citizen who's responsible and works 9 to 5. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So.
Well, Lucy, are you gonna force Ash to be an upstanding citizen?
I'm going to, yes, that's a good way. Except not upstanding. I'm going to wrestle him to the ground and hog tie him and give him a whooping. That's what
Ruby's
really
wasting her time.
I'm going to be the chiggers in his socks.
She's barking
okay?
up the wrong tree.
I like that you're both basically kind of in character in the third person. It's great.
She's just
This is just who we are. Really.
You know. Ruby Noby. Well, you know what? You should have talked to your father, and your father would have explained it. Oh, that's right, he's dead. Because your Deadites killed him, not me. I didn't kill your father. The Deadites that, well, we sort of released them, I guess.
And guess what? You sort of released them again, you fool.
Whoopsie.
Whoopsies.
I had an awkward night.
It's so hilarious when you find out how it all came to pass. He's also a Lothario, which is so hysterical and so wrong when you see it. There's a little bit of lovemaking in this.
This is
and
what
it
bothers
so
me a little bit.
awful.
Oh, we're gonna see
So
Ash
funny.
lovemaking?
Well,
Kind of.
if you want to call it
Kind
that.
of.
It might be more of a bathroom situation.
Oh, personal lovemaking.
No? No?
I like that term, though.
More gnarly
I like what you
filmmaking.
call it.
Yeah, and more gnarly.
Personal lovemaking.
This is what bothers me, though. People refer to Ash and they go, he's a Lothario. Ha, ha, ha. I don't think it's that funny.
You don't like being associated, your character being associated with a Lothario?
No, it goes beyond the character.
He
it
thinks
becomes
that's
personal.
good and right and natural, but he doesn't like us laughing about it. Like, that's incongruous, but it is so wrong.
Don't laugh about my character. I'm defensive of Ash. Ash is a very important character to me, so back off.
But not to us.
You can't watch an Evil Dead movie without laughing.
Well, that's your problem. No, well,
Out of joy or sheer
humor is an
horror.
important part of it. We had to share that with Starz too. Of that, you know, this is not just a horror series. This is a little weirder. It's got a little more, you know, it's like Splatstick,
Yes.
carnage, mayhem, and hopefully some good laughs. So they're on board. They've been a great partner.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I guess one thing I think fans want to know, are we going to hear any of the classic lines from Ash? Are you going to steal any of his classic lines?
I would say
All new classic lines.
you're going to hear a lot of new classic lines.
Even better.
Yeah.
And how has it been taking, you know, these new faces, the new kids that you see, taking them under Ash's wing?
We call them the kids too. I refer to these young actors as the kids. Get the kids in here. Let's
You're
shoot
30,
with the
I
kids.
don't call them the kids.
Well.
But they are so tremendously funny and quite inspiring to me,
They're
actually.
good. Yeah, they don't complain as much.
And they're his loser family, right? They're the 3 losers who are stuck together. And my character teams up with Jill Marie Jones playing Fisher, who's this hot, chic cop. And she really packs she's packing heat all the time. And
She's
she
a
and I are
badass.
going to gun this guy down, mow him down.
Until they learn the truth. And then I think a simple apology would be in order.
Well, that Ash wears a girdle, that truth.
The what?
That Ash wears a girdle.
It's
that
a
the
man
truth?
girdle. It's structured completely different than a girdle. So if you're ever going to do that in a joking way, say man girdle.
Myrtle.
It's like a merce,
Merce.
right?
Thank you guys for your time. It's been a pleasure having you. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much.